Hello Bjorn, how are you?
I'm doing well. Hi, Diego.
Hi. Tell something to our readers on Startup. If you could do something to help entrepreneurs in a sort of large scale, what would you do if you had the power to make entrepreneurship different in the world, in innovation and for startups?
What I would do, I would create a portal with all the possible information about the future and the past that you can access. So suddenly, everything that is completely uncertain today, and where we don't know if people really want to, have blue chairs or not, right? Well, we'll just know everything, and we can build companies based on this information. I think that would be amazing.
It's sort of telepathy.
Telepathy? No, it's just kind of like the crystal ball.
The crystal ball.
Yeah.
That's a good name.
Yeah.
Guys, check the URL for crystal ball. And,
I already checked it actually.
You did?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you picked it?
No, I think it wasn't available anymore.
Okay.
But maybe there's another one, crystalball.bi.
You can say another crystal ball.
Yeah.
The best crystal ball, whatever. Be creative, guys. So this is like the ecosystem of your dreams would include this.
I think it's one of the major problems that startups have today is that there's a lack of information about what their customers want and how certain products would work and so on, right? And like the major challenge for entrepreneurs to go through that learning cycle and try to understand what do my customers want, how much do they want to pay for it, how will the product actually work, how I'm going to distribute it, how much are going to be my customer acquisition cost per user, what's the customer lifetime value, how much money do I need to raise in order to make it happen, and all of these things are dependent on sort of little breadcrumbs that you pick up sort of along the way as you build the company. And knowing all of these things would be amazing, right? It would make the life of us entrepreneurs so easy. So.
Would you live in Brazil? Have you thought about that?
To live in Brazil, maybe sometime. I had a very good impression so far. I really liked it. It was my first time now in Brazil. It has this amazing, interesting kind of peaceful, kind of smooth vibe, all this beautiful nature. At the same time, you can feel that things are moving, and there's like a, like readiness to like make new things happen. I was very positively surprised, and I'm certain I will come back eventually, and maybe to start a business or to do some collaboration with companies here.
That's interesting. Can us readers access the blogs at Compass and check all the data, the benchmarks in different markets, industries?
Yeah, there's not that much out there right now. We have the reports that we published at that you can download at blog.startupcompass.co, and then we have new products coming, and we have a number of things that we're thinking about that will allow you to explore more information on those different industries. We're trying to make a step towards the crystal ball. Mm-hmm. It's not going to be the crystal ball, but it will at least be the best or the closest to it that is possible, I believe, today. That will make business for us entrepreneurs or for any business owner really much easier.
It feels like you have a cat or other pet named Cristobal, but did you get any data from the benchmark tool that was the most surprising? Oh, you could not guess that without measuring it from the entrepreneurs? Something like shocking, something that sort of denies our previously guess about something?
one of the things that
Or do we tend to be correct
I'm-
in our guesses?
I'm someone who usually has very little prejudices going into something, so it's usually not that much like surprise. It's an interesting exploration. It's like a amazing. Like, it's a lot of fun to kind of explore the different trends and like see what's going on. And yeah, I mean, certainly what you see and what might be, surprising to many people. And one of the core things that we communicate is that really the vast majority of companies fail, not because of competition, not because of for a lot of the reasons that people think, but mostly because of very efficiently, with a lot of energy, executing the unnecessary. So doing things that really turn out to be irrelevant later on. And it's not so they don't fail because they don't work hard enough. They don't fail because there is someone else who's better than them. They don't fail because their product is too bad. They don't fail because there's not somewhere out there a customer, right? They fail because they end up spending a lot of resources on things that don't matter. And as a startup, you have very limited resources. So if you don't make something happen in a very short amount of time, you'll run out of money and out of time, and you'll have to stop out. So, yeah.
Well, there's some hidden knowledge there because people used to think that you need the most focus and drive and execution and accelerate and growth, but sometimes scaling prematurely might be bad then.
Yeah, I mean, generally, to have a lot of energy and to be driven is of course important, right? To be persistent, but especially for people like this, sometimes it's very difficult to stop doing something, right? And so what I'm advocating is not to say that you start planning a lot of things and that you try to be more specific about what you do, but what I'm advocating is that you work really, really hard on something, and if it doesn't work, you immediately stop it and you try something different. And sometimes it's difficult to decide whether something actually is working or not, right? And that's something where, again, we help with Compass, and we provide benchmarks around different metrics. This way you can evaluate whether a feature worked. Did it increase the retention rate or your referral rate or your activation rate to a degree that it's makes sense, that it's good or not, right? And that's what we built this tool for. So we can help businesses to faster say this didn't work or this worked.
Well, so thank you for the interview and thank you for the tool for the guys out there.
Yeah, great. Thanks.
Thank you. See you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.